This episode of What's the Apps is brought to you by Gamefly. Well, hello there, people. Happy New Year's, Rev3 viewers, Techno Buffalo readers, YouTubers, and all you other fine folks out there. Welcome to 2012 and the very first episode of What's the Apps for the year. And, with every New Year's comes them good old New Year's resolutions. And in my opinion, the most common New Year's resolution has to do with dieting and weight loss. And I might just have the app and the service that'll help you find folks out there. So sit tight, because we's gonna fight till we see the sunlight. That's right. I briefly mentioned this application in the 2011 app roundup, but I want to go a little bit more in depth because I believe that this app is just so amazing and the service is just so awesome and it'll really help people change their lives. The app is called Calorie Tracker, although it might have a different name depending on your operating system. It's available on multiple OSs and it's going for $2.99 US. But for the Windows Phone OS, it's actually temporarily free right now. So you WP7 owners, just go pick it up because it's free. In a nutshell, it's basically a dietary and fitness tracker. It has a huge selection of different dishes and food items, from brand name condiments to pre-portioned measurements of meat, all different kinds of fruits, and even dishes from restaurants. Very handy when you're on the go. I've used this app on my iPhone, my Samsung Focus, my iPad, and so on and so forth, and to be honest, the app is kind of meh, but it does get the job done. More often than not, I do experience sync issues, and the functionality is very, very different from one OS to the other, so it's a little bit inconsistent. The fitness selection isn't as specific though. It doesn't have specific exercises like bench press. Instead, it has more generalized items like weightlifting or circuit training. However, it does have a lot of treadmill options, which is handy. Thankfully, they have a wickedly built web app that works pretty gosh darn well. You have to sign up for an account for all this magic to work, but it's free, and so is the service. Of course, there's a paid version, but we don't need any of that shenanigans. I'm gonna take a real quick break to thank our friends at Gamefly, but when we come back, I'm gonna share some diet again. I'm gonna take a real quick break to thank our friends at Gamefly, but when we come back, I'm gonna share some dieting and weight loss tips that might help some of you fine folks out there. Hey, did you know that Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service? Well, now you do, and it offers you a choice from over 7,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at just $15.95 a month, Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time, and you guys can keep them for as long as you like. There are no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free. Once you're done playing a game, send it back and Gamefly will send you the next available game on your list. If you really like the game you're playing, just click Keep It on the Gamefly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. Speaking of discounted price, if you decide to buy the game, Gamefly will even mail you the case and the manuals free of charge. Techno Buffalo fans, that's you guys, get a 15-day free trial when you go to gamefly.com/technobuffalo. Again, that's gamefly.com/technobuffalo. So if you're a hardcore gamer or you just casually play games, check out gamefly.com/technobuffalo. Back to dieting and fitness. I'm gonna share with you guys some background info here. Growing up, I was a rather large child. And when I was about 16 or 17, I weighed about 250 pounds. Not very nice, okay? And it was then that I decided to do something about it. So I started my journey to losing weight and also to learning as much as I can about the science of weight loss. I eventually lost around 100 pounds or so and got into bodybuilding, then powerlifting, but that's like a whole nother thing. Weight loss is actually quite simple, but simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. Those are two very, very different things. All you gotta do is eat less calories than what your body expends metabolically, and you should be in good shape. And by that I mean, okay, let's pretend your body needs around 2,000 calories to do whatever it needs to do, like waking up, going to work, going to the park to watch the ducks fly and all that kind of stuff, just your daily activities. So let's pretend you need 2,000 and daily you consume 1,500. That puts you at a 500 calorie deficient. So it will take that 500 calorie worth of energy from stored energy, which is your fat. So if you keep this up, you will eventually lose fat mass. Very, very simple stuff. Livestrong.com and various other online sites can help you calculate your metabolic needs based on your age, your height, your goals, your weight, and so on and so forth. Very, very great tools to help you stay focused and keep you aware of what you're eating and how much you need to eat on a daily basis. Here are 5 quick weight loss tips that I can give you right now. 1, eat smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. So in between your portioned breakfast and your lunch, have yourself a little snack. I personally have some almonds or something along the way. 2, drink lots of water, okay? Sometimes your body can confuse thirst for hunger. 3, stay consistent. A lot of people, including myself, lose motivation along the way, which is bad news bears. Do whatever it is you need to do to stay motivated and help you stay focused. For me, that Live Strong thing really, really helps out. 4, educate yourself. Learn as much as you can about dieting, fitness, and nutrition and all that fun, wonderful stuff. Because for me, the more I learned about my body and the more I learned about nutrition, the more I can tweak my dieting and exercise plan to help me optimize my results. And 5, control your portions. I got myself a little... It looks like basically it's a miniature scale, but instead of weighing people, you weigh food. I find that that really, really helps me out with portion control, and highly recommend it. It's about $5 or $10 depending on where you pick it up. So if you're like me and you want to lose a little bit of weight, you want to get back in shape, you want to get healthier, seriously check out livestrong.com and their applications. Highly, highly recommended. But most importantly, stay motivated, educate yourself, and exercise and diet safely. This was Jon Q from technobuffalo.com, and I'll see you guys at CES. Laters.